Pre-2022, and 2022 is the magical year because that was the release of ChatGPT and the transformer model is democratized or consumerized, and now we as lay people can access the powers of AI starting that year. So prior to that year, we worked like busy bees, and post 22, a lot of us are still stuck working like a busy bee, whereas now we have the privilege of working like a beekeeper. So it's a new mindset or way of approaching work, which is you're the overseer of everything that's happening. And so what parts of your work can you give over to a bee to handle? And you're still staying in the overseer role instead of being the person that executes every single task. So a lot of people in the corporate space haven't done that self-reflection exercise of, so I have 8 hours of work I have to go through every single day. How many hours am I spending on things that really don't need me? And I think we don't value human hours as much as we should. And 2022 is the very remarkable year that allows us to see now the significance of a human hour, because that's a very
Totally. But what I do is I collaborate with Claude and ChatGPT on my show. So for example, I'll say, prepare me a one sheet, gather all the information you can find about Sharon, and I'll give it your URL to your LinkedIn, analyze it, and find some nuances and things. And it'll help me put together the material. Now, if I was to do that myself, Sharon, it would take me hours. And so people are going like, well, Tom, you're just cutting corners so that you don't have to do as much work. Well, it's like, because how do you think I write reviews from Amazon for Sharon? And how do you think I create productions that are 3 times what most hosts will do? So I'm redeploying my skills to what you just taught us, and being a busy bee to working smarter, in my opinion, not necessarily harder. And I'm using my pals, my little team that are my LLMs.